If you don't decide how your day goes, distractions will. In this video, I'll show you how I time block my calendar, my non-negotiables, and why deep focus matters. Your calendar is your to-do list. When you have something important to do, and if it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. Which is why I started time blocking on my calendar 5 years ago, which gives me a true intention to do what to focus on. Nowadays, it's very easy to get distracted. For example, the phone, right? This takes so much of time, and I'm being very honest here. I have been a victim of this where I'm working and when I get a notification on social media, for example, I keep on scrolling and 30 seconds time leads up to 10-20 minutes. That's why deep work requires intentional structure, not motivation. So every day of the week, I have non-negotiables. Now I'm gonna quickly share my calendar. It's gonna be empty, but I'm gonna start implementing those time blocks to my calendar. So these are my non-negotiables. So every morning at 7 to 8 a.m. I have my morning routine. So when I write my morning routine, I try to do this every day, daily, from 7 to 7:30 a.m. This is, and I can always make the calendar colorful. For example, I'm gonna pick this as the color, and then I click save. So this, if you look from my calendar point of view, I have this every single day, right? This is non-negotiable. I cannot exclude this from my day. And then for me, I try to work out 5 times a week, and for me, Mondays or Sundays are my off days. So I try to go to the gym around 12 p.m. or like around, sometimes at night at 5 or 6. But for now, for this video, I'm gonna stick to 12 p.m. So I'm gonna put fitness and health. Perfect. And then 12 to 2 p.m., 2 hours. And then I'm gonna time block it as this color. And then I'm gonna, as this is from Tuesday to Saturday, I'm gonna click on custom, and then I'm gonna tap on this. So Tuesday to Saturday, done. Every week it's gonna repeat, boom. So right now I have my morning routine, which I'm locked in, and my fitness locked in. And then this is gonna go for the whole entire week. And for now, in between from 8 to 12, I normally do my edits, or I do YouTube, I do my videos, for example. So on those days, I'm gonna say create/edits. So, and then I'm gonna color this as this one, and from 8 to 11. And this is gonna be every weekday from Monday to Friday. Boom. So this is what it's looking right now. And for the next one, for every Sunday at 5 p.m., I normally do my weekly reset. So I'm gonna make a weekly reset here. And I'm gonna color this as gray. I'm gonna do 5 to 6 p.m. And then this is gonna repeat every week. Every Sunday, weekly on Sunday, and save. Boom. So right now, these are my top non-negotiables where I know every single day when I'm gonna wake up and have something blocked on my calendar. Now, for example, I really want to start reading more. Now I can have a time block on my calendar where, you know what, I'm gonna start reading at least 30 minutes per day. And now I can go to 7 to 7:30 p.m. I can input that on my calendar real quick. And this, maybe daily, boom. So I'm just giving you an example of where you have to ask yourself, what are my non-negotiables? What every day if I do for a week, for months, that will lead me to a better life where I can grow as a person. Because you wanna be in a place where you're growing. Every year goes by and you're becoming the best version of yourself. So this is an example of my non-negotiables. And in between my days, there's a lot of stuff. I have clients, I have meetings. So it's a lot, but I know when you have a 9 to 5 too, things can be very challenging. That's why time blocking really helps, because if you're doing a 9 to 5, you're probably exhausted by 6, 7 p.m. and then you have to hit the gym or cook dinner. So over the years, I have implemented the calendar app on my browser and my phone. And the best thing is on my calendar, I have implemented all my task on this app itself, and it just makes life very easy for me just to know, okay, what's my plan after this. This is what has kept me in alignment with my daily structure. Sometimes there are days where I'm not fully energized, but the thing is, when you have a system, you're gonna do the work. When you don't have a system, you're all over the place. So it's very important that you have a structure, you have a calendar, you know what's your plan for the rest of the day, because when you do that, you are aligned and you are good to show up and get things done. And now I'm going to talk about this book by the author Cal Newport, and the book name is called Deep Work. The first concept I'm going to talk about is it's not about how long you work, it's how focused you are. For example, I can sit in my workstation and I can work for 6 hours editing a video, but if I'm on my phone every 15 minutes, I'm probably working 3 hours at the end of the day. So it's very important to ask yourself how focused you are and what are the stuff which is distracting you. As I said before, the phone is number one distraction to me. The second concept is attention residue. Every time you're focused on a task and every time you keep switching the task, your brain stays stuck on the previous task. Deep work creates fulfillment. No matter how much work you do and you're like going back and forth with your phone or like doing other stuff, multitasking, but when you are truly locked into a specific task and you keep doing that specific task for a time block, you'll feel really satisfied with it. At the end of the day, you need to have a system. You need to have a calendar. It can be digital, it can be physical, but what I'm trying to say is when you have a structure, when you have a routine, when you can look at the hours of your day of the week and you can see what you're doing every single day and week, it's just gonna make your life so much easier. You're gonna be more focused and you'll know at the end of the day where you have lacked. Deep work isn't about how you win professionally, it's how you live well. For me, I want to live a very meaningful life where I'm making a positive impact to people, which is why I'm making this video. And for me, I feel like a lot of times I meet people where they say like, hey, I don't have the time to do this, I don't have the time to do that. But I feel like, can I see your calendar? Can I see where you're putting the time on, like where you are putting most of your time and energy on? So that's why it's very important for me to have this calendar where I input my daily task, and at the end of the day, when the week comes Sunday, I review and reflect, and I can say myself, you know what, okay, these are the things I have lacked, and next week let's have a proper time block to those tasks and go from there. If this video has helped you, please let me know in the comment section. And that's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.